Good morning or afternoon, depending on when you're watching this, and welcome back to Ascendria Tarot. My name is Caitlin. I am co-owner of Ascendria here in Polson, Montana. As far as updates go, we have the Cherry Festival coming up at the end of this month. We will have 2 tea blends that we are going to brew and give out as samples. We will have Cherry, 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 and Flathead Cherry for the Cherry Festival. Oh, yes, and then this week we are closed Saturday. We're going up to our tea distributors, Nerdy Girl in Kalispell. They are putting on a tea social. They used to call it tea tastings, but they're doing something different this week. They're doing a tea social. They're going to have games and obviously tea. It's going to be a lot of fun. I might have to grab another candle. It's burning out. Yeah, I'm gonna grab another candle. But anyways, some disclaimers. Anytime you are watching a tarot reading, take what resonates and leave the rest. If it doesn't resonate, the message isn't for you this time. I like to always remind people that maybe I need to remind myself. What was I saying? Take what resonates, leave the rest. You will know if it's for you. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Don't try to force it to fit in your life. If it's not for you, it's not for you. The other thing is with astrology, we all have all 12 signs within our chart. So sometimes maybe the earth sign just isn't resonating this time, and that's your sun sign, but maybe go ahead and check out the rest of your chart. Maybe your rising sign will resonate, or maybe your moon sign will resonate. That's what I do a lot with people that do all signs readings, or even just elements. My sun sign is a fire sign, but if it's not resonating, I'll go over to earth signs for my rising, and then I'll go to water signs if that's not resonating, and sometimes none of them resonate, and that's okay. Yeah, I think that's good. So let's move that back over here. Okay, I had some customers stop in, so had to take care of them. My candle has burnt down quite a bit. Luckily, they stopped in before I got into the reading, so I don't have to try to come back into the messages I was getting, which is perfect. However, let's get into it now. Luckily, I even got through explaining everything that I was gonna explain, so we can just jump into the reading. So let's see what we've got going on for water signs. Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. I almost forgot Pisces. Let's see, what do we got going on for water signs? I think I'm going to move that just a bit up. Okay. What messages do we have for water signs today? For this week? for Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Any messages for water signs for this week? This is one of my favorite decks. My grandma got it for me. One of her friends actually made the deck. I love it. Gratitude. As I'm having a little bit of gratitude for the deck. I am definitely in a state of gratitude. The customers that came in just, it was a good experience. So, gratitude. Okay, what else do we have for water signs? Any other messages for water signs? Hope. Oh, this is turning out to be such a good message. Love that. It's feeling good, water signs. It's feeling good. Let's get one more for water signs. Cosmic unity. Cosmic unity. This looks good. I didn't pick a tarot deck for you guys yet. Oh, what are we feeling? If you're interested in the name of this is the Moonbeam Magic. It is by Sapphire Moonbeam, if you're interested in it. Let's see, what are we gonna go with? Let's go with this one. Let's go with the Hidden Realm deck. Okay. Also, I don't know if I said it, but shout out to Inner Balance Meditation for their ambience. The one I'm listening to right now is Sacred Priestess, Release Hurt, Emotional Balance, and Clarity Mind. It's not very grammatically correct, but it gets the message across. Okay. Tell me about gratitude. Wow. Okay. Four of Wands, which usually speaks towards sanctuary. This one to me has always been like, it is a group dynamic within like creativity, because like they're all playing an instrument and they're all working together to create this, this music. Like this guy is over here watching her probably to, get the timing and, some entrances and, just the timing of it. And then these two over here, this guy in the back and this girl in the front, they're like in the zone. They're feeling it. They're not watching anybody. But yeah, it's group dynamic to create something beautiful. Tell me more about gratitude and Four of Wands. Tell me more about gratitude and Four of Wands. Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is beautiful energy. It is the culmination of emotion and intuition. I don't think I've ever gotten it in this deck, though. She seems very connected. Connected with spirit, but also connected with her own, inner voice, the intuition, and knowledge and wisdom. I love that. I feel like you're in that. I don't think that's something like, oh, you need to have more gratitude for this. I feel like that's where you're at. This is what you're in. Feeling a lot of gratitude for your own inner truth and the guidance from spirit and connecting with community and creating with them. I love that. Tell me about hope. What do we got going on for hope for water signs? Five of Cups. Five of Cups, with cups being intuition and emotion, fives are challenges and conflict and friction. So this to me is struggling with a tsunami of emotions. This gratitude might be hard one. It is, what am I trying to say? It's like you've earned this. Tell me more about the Five of Cups. What's going on here with hope and Five of Cups? It's almost like, because like happiness and gratitude, while it seems like it's just an emotion that happens, oftentimes gratitude and happiness is a choice. You could be down in the dumps with all of this emotion, and it's choosing to reframe it and turn it around and just have gratitude for what you do have. Tell me more about the Five of Cups with this Hope card. I was just thinking about the customers that stopped in. It's just, it was such a lovely experience. It's funny that that's being brought up in my little noggin, because yesterday I had a very hard day. There were no customers that stopped in. Nobody engaged with our post much. I mean, some did, but there wasn't a lot. And so it was a very discouraging day for me, and I was very much in my feels. Normally I can take a discouraging day like that and kind of acknowledge it and yeah, that sucks, and then bounce back the next day. I got home yesterday and I just sobbed because it was an incredibly discouraging day yesterday, and it felt like nobody cared. And I know that that's not true, but it's like, it just felt like, I don't know, I almost got tricked. Like everybody seemed excited that we were going to be opening this up, and then now that we've been open for a month, I haven't really seen many people that I know. And so it felt like nobody cared. And I know that that's not the truth, but that's where I was at. And so I just sobbed. And today, these customers come in, and it's such a lovely experience. So it's almost like, that's why I say this gratitude was earned. It took work to get there. It was hard won. because with this Five of Cups, it's almost like you had to drown in that emotion. As I was saying, more customers. They didn't buy anything, but they stopped in. Those ones were locals, and they had never seen our store before, so they thought they'd stop in. So it's getting out there. It's gaining traction. It's gaining attention. I love that. Yes, tell me about hope in this Five of Cups. Yeah, hold on to that hope. Hold on to that hope. Especially on the discouraging days. Especially on those days. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords usually speaks towards like either a thief or like a snake in the grass or deception. I've never gotten that with this card though. Some of the images, like the imagery within these cards, don't really match the traditional like Seven of Cups. Because like this guy in this card almost has just like a dreamy, far off look about him, which is almost Seven of Cups, but it's Seven of Swords. You know, since he has that kind of dreamy look in his eyes, and, you know, the traditional Seven of Swords is about, like, deception, and, like, the depiction in one of my other decks is this guy sneaking into the window to steal these swords when he already has swords on his back. So it's like that taking what is not yours, not because you need it, but because you want it. What I'm kind of getting with that in the Five of Cups is like either these self-deprecating thoughts or like these discouraging thoughts, or another person is kind of sapping at your dreams and your hope, and it's like pulling on it, it's draining it. But hold on to that hope, and definitely have the gratitude when people, you know, do come in. Like when you hit a good moment, because like something that one of my favorite tarot readers, Chloe Taylor, one of the things she says is, you're never going to have a perfect day. As you could have a really, really, really good day, but there's always going to be one or two things that happen that kind of almost pull you down. So it's like when you have those good days, hold on to the gratitude of that. Hold on to the hope. Because these discouraging thoughts, they sap at that. They drain it. Which is something I need to. Tell me more about cosmic unity. Tell me more about cosmic unity. The Eight of Pentacles. This one's still fairly new to me, so I'm like trying to think of the equivalent in my other decks. But either way, Pentacles is the physical, the tangible, values, foundations, finances, work. Can also be about work. I want to say he's like honing his craft. Like he's focused. He's focused on his work. Could also speak to a little bit of I don't want to say forgery because like it's not a sword, so I don't know if they still dip like metal in cold water. Maybe. But it almost seems like he's working with metal. Melting the metal and making a coin and probably dipping it in cold water, so that could speak towards like tempering, balance. Which would make sense with cosmic unity. You know, both are necessary. Anytime you have duality, whether you have the light, the dark, the masculine, the feminine, the cold, the hot, you know, up, down, you know, whatever duality you have, yes, they are two separate entities, but both are very vital. And when you integrate them into this cosmic unity, beautiful things happen. Justice. Interesting. Justice to me always speaks of making a decision in an unbiased way. Making a fair decision. Or not even like decision, but like verdict. Why is justice here with cosmic unity? You know, the other thing I'm getting with Eight of Pentacles being with cosmic unity is that might be what you're striving for or working towards is, you know, even if you're not in this kind of spiritual line of work, you know, even if you're just, you know, a bank teller at a bank, like you still interact with people. And so it's almost like working on this craft of trying to unite people, which would make sense in the times that we're in, where society is constantly pushing to divide us. Being a rebel nowadays means sticking together and promoting unity over division. But why is justice here with cosmic unity? Why is justice here with cosmic unity? The other thing that gets me about the Justice card is there's usually somebody depicted with a sword. Not always. I do have a deck where it does have a very different illustration. But 9 times out of 10 with the Justice card, they have a sword and it's part of the way pulled out. And the reason why they do that is you don't know whether they're pulling it out or putting it back. That or it can speak to this, like, almost like, do I need to use it? So it's like, it's half out, and it's like, it's almost a pause of discernment. Like, do I need to use this sword? It could be the Sword of Truth. 10 of Pentacles. Interesting. The Ten of Pentacles is, the 10 is the last of the suit. It's a culmination. It's the completion. But you have the Eight of Pentacles, which is very close to being, there. And then Justice with cosmic unity. Yes, thank you. So if we go back to looking at this Justice card as the Sword of Truth, I think you are learning to wield it in a healthy way and know when you need to use it and when to put it away and put it down. And so, that goes with honing your craft, honing your work, learning when to kind of turn on that working with cosmic unity and trying to unite people, in learning to properly wield your sword of truth. It's leading to abundance. It's leading to the Ten of Pentacles. And it's leading to more unity within the collective. Which is awesome. Who knew you were such a badass? Anything else that wants to come out? Yeah, you're gonna have good days and you're gonna have bad days. But it's all working towards this cosmic unity. So when times are good, make sure to hold space for that gratitude. Don't forget to turn around and say thank you. You might resonate with some of the fire reading as well. Maybe even a little bit of the earth. But that message came out strong in the fire reading, is don't forget to turn around and say thank you. So when times are good, hold that gratitude. When times are hard and discouraging, hold on to that hope with everything you have. Don't let anybody take it away. Do not let anybody dismiss your dreams or squash them or diminish them. And if you have to feel the tsunami of emotions within that, absolutely feel what you're feeling, but don't get stuck there. Hold on to that hope. When you are ready, pick yourself back up. That is all working towards this cosmic unity and this abundance. I love that. I think this is my favorite reading so far. Okay. Let's pull an advice card. I forgot a card. I was laying over there all lonely. Okay. What advice do you have for water signs regarding this spread? What advice do you have for water signs regarding this spread? I am courageous, steady, and strong. I am courageous, steady, and strong. That might be a really good affirmation for when times get hard, for those discouraging days. I am courageous, steady, and strong. And that might push you to keep going. to hold on to that hope. I love this card. I love the look in his eyes. The laser focus. Take your gold, treat it as prey. Have that intense laser focus on it. Or use the hope. Laser focus on that hope. I love that. Okay. I hope that was either clarifying or confirmation for you. If you're local, join us. Join us for the tea social on Saturday. That or stop in during the Cherry Festival. If you're not local, don't forget to check out our Facebook page. I do offer personal readings. I offer in-person readings, and I also offer readings via email for my non-local people. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help the channel grow, and it encourages me to keep going. Encouragement is a big theme this week, at least in my readings. Alright, well, I hope to see you next week, and I hope you have a good rest of your week. Bye.